Hello, my name is Bernardo. Welcome to yourgreatlifetv.com. Today's Ask Bernardo time of the week where you get to ask me absolutely anything you want. And today I have the privilege of sharing with you an email from a reader, viewer, and friend who decided to share this with me in hopes of getting some answers. And here's the email. I'll read it for you. I'm not going to mention her name. I'll simply say what she said. Bernardo, I suffer from low self-esteem. Don't know if you have any suggestions, but I sure need help with that. I have depression and anxiety disorder, but those are well managed with meds. The low self-esteem has plagued me since I was a teen. Funny, I'm so successful in my business, but I still don't see a value in my being. I could actually create an entire series of posts based on an answer for this. So I'm gonna be as brief as I can, but still give you something of power to you. There's many things I could suggest right now in ways of thinking about your life and all that, but I'm actually going to cut to the chase and go to the core of why you may not be feeling that you're worth what you really are. The reason why you're not feeling that you're worth gold, that you're an incredible being, is because you are not consistently experiencing your true self. What I'm saying is that low self-worth is a thought. High self-worth is a thought. And neither of those are the truth. The truth is something that requires no thoughts. I will tell you that I can assure you that there's times in your life, many times in your life actually, where you've experienced just a moment, and without stopping to think, oh, am I worth enough to experience this fully? Just simply experience it fully. You laugh. You enjoy a great meal, you enjoy the company of friends without questioning your worth. You help someone without questioning your worth. You know that you can do it. So whenever you've experienced that, it's because you're not asking yourself, you're not plaguing your mind with thoughts. It's not about replacing, I'm not good enough to, oh, I'm good enough and I love myself and I am great. That's equally bullshit. Both things are just thoughts, and thoughts are not who you are. You are way more than thoughts. So my suggestion to you is to spend 5 minutes in the morning, 5 minutes at night. If you can, if you have the time, 5 minutes in the middle of the day as well, just experiencing your being. Experiencing your being means closing your eyes, letting all thoughts go by you, and asking the question, who am I? Who am I? 10, 20, 300, 500 times. And ask the question, feeling the answer internally. Feeling that part of you that is witnessing. It's a witness of life. Because when you can experience it, and I cannot describe this for you, you have to take the time to do it, and you have to do it until you actually feel this. When you have the experience of meeting your true self, then you can't doubt your worth, because you know that your worth is infinite. You know that you are connected to everything and everyone. And I know it sounds funny and it sounds kind of kumbaya, let's hold hands and sing in front of the bonfire, but anyone who's listening to this, who has experienced this, knows exactly what I'm talking about. I challenge you, my challenge to you is to stop thinking and start being. Start being in the present moment. Kill your thoughts, let them go through. I'm not saying resist them, simply hear them, let them go through, and whenever you're hearing, ask yourself, who am I? Who am I? Who am I? And feel the answer. Don't think the answer. If you think the answer, then it's going to come back, your old pattern is going to come back and say, oh, you're not good enough, you're stupid, or you're not worth it, whatever it is. Just kill those thoughts, let them go through, and experience the reality of your being. And then come back and tell me how this has changed your life, because I can assure you that if you take the time to fully be, to fully experience your real self, without thoughts, that this low self-worth, high self-worth bullshit is going to disappear, because it doesn't exist. It's just thought, and you are more than thoughts. Second thing that I'll tell you, because I saw that you mentioned their depression as well, and that's controlled by meds. I'm not anyone to tell you, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a psychiatrist, I'm not anyone to tell you that that's something that long-term is going to cause some real harm in your life. Only your doctor can tell you that. But I can tell you that I've seen the result of depending on medication in order to feel good about your life. One thing I'll share with you is that you have inside yourself the biggest and strongest chemical weaponry in the world. And it's up to you, by the way you think, by the way you move, the way you act, the way you talk, the way you smile, the way you breathe, how much exercise you create, the quality of foods that you put in your system. All those things are your biochemistry. So if your biochemistry is not fully where it needs to be, do whatever you can to create it with yourself, with no side effects. And as I said, I'm not asking you to stop those things. I'm just asking you to think about and ponder the idea of what would happen if you could actually control your medications internally without depending upon anyone else or anything else outside of you. Wouldn't that be powerful? And try out a few things for yourself. Try out smiling for 15 minutes at a time. If you're at the place where you're taking medication for depression, you should be doing whatever it takes to feel absolutely great. So go in front of a mirror, look straight into your eyes, and smile for no reason at all for 10 minutes. Think about every single reason that you can of why you're grateful in your life. There's so many things you can do, but I'll give you those two things. Manage your posture, manage the questions you ask yourself, and definitely take some time in the morning and at night to meet yourself, to say hello to yourself, to be in the present moment that has no problems, has no low self-worth or high self-worth problems. It simply is. Thank you so much for allowing me to share this with you, and I challenge you to live a full and a conscious life. Thank you.